Oh my god, it's been a while. Wow. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Terry Hunter here, bring you guys. Whoa, freaking mic tried to jump off my face. Bring you guys another commentary. This today, it's gonna kind of it's a good summation of what my channel's all about right now. Well, not all about, but what's happening. It's regret and how I kind of got through my regret and just regrets in life, not like serious regrets, like oh I murdered somebody and I regret doing it. Not like just regular regrets, right? And then eventually I'm thinking about getting into the my actual story about how like I like suffered brutally with the female issue, in my opinion. Some of my friends may think differently of it, but just I'm thinking about doing that in a separate video. But for the most part, just generalizing, uh, just regret and how I dealt with regret of like the what ifs and stuff like that. Before that, 88 and 5 gameplay Nuketown. I just needed to get something. I know it's Nuketown. That's why I probably got such high kills. Um, but just wanted to get one out there so I could have some backdrop to talk to you guys. Assassin's Creed 3 will be starting up soon. Probably just a few days after I do this, and yeah, I gotta do one Minecraft thing, and then it's all good. But yeah. So what did I just want to say right there? I had a thought on the end of my tongue, but then I just forgot it. Maybe it'll come back to me after. But just okay. So now getting into it. Regret. So let's just first example of regret. My regret towards YouTube, and I don't want everything to be like YouTube because YouTube, like compared to the real world, ain't that big of a deal. But I just it's a starting just example. Okay. And this it can be it speaks true to like a lesson just in terms of all regret, in terms of going into a situation that you care about. If that doesn't really sound right, but I'll make it make sense in a second. So in my example, right, I regret having started YouTube as early as I did, not in terms of like the games or whatever, but in terms of just me personally, because me having the workload and the priorities I have right now, I can't put enough of my time and effort into what I love, and which is making videos for you guys and putting out content. Cause just a side note, physics and math in my school is like a dead like combination, just workload up the butt. So that if that's pretty much what's engulfing me this semester, grade 11. Oh man, it's just poop everywhere. I don't know if that's the same at your school, but at our school, that's literally just workload. Workload is burying you in just books and paper. It's horrible. But like it's when you want to go into a situation and you want to embark on a journey into like not necessarily a journey, but into learning or trying to develop your skills in a certain area, whether it be me with YouTube or me with like game design and stuff like that, which I also enjoy. I also enjoy game design, right? And I want to like learn how to get into stuff like that. Whether it be in that, you feel a great deal of regret, or at least I do, when you go into that and you just go in a dry spell because you have other priorities that are taking time away from what you started. Because in YouTube, right, I regret completely not like going on these long spurts of me not uploading videos for you guys, because that just makes me feel as guilty as shit, and I regret not starting later when my priorities could have been easier. Like just my schedule could have been easier in terms of just the workload, and I could put more into this. Right? I regret that. That's a big regret. And like it's the what if situation. Regret is all what if, right? It's unless I'm wrong. If there's a situation where it's not a what if situation, then please comment down below or PM me and explain this to me, because I'd like to know. But I'm pretty sure all regret is a form of what if I could have done this, what if I could have done that, right? And that is what one of the regrets that I have. It's just starting something that I really wanted to get into, but it was too early in terms of just I didn't have time for it. And I want you guys to kind of the way you kind of minimize that is assess the situation before you get into it, and which I didn't really do. And to a certain point, I was being naive in the fact that I thought I could handle it all at the same time, but I have to I can't, and I have to focus on school first, right? So if you can just hold back that that naiveness, if that's a word, because when you really want to do something, right, you don't really think about the repercussions of taking time away from more important things, right? Because it's something you really want to do, and it's you don't think about it at the time, but later on, it's gonna like bite you in the ass, right? So that's what I'd suggest is just assess it like very well in the beginning and plan out your time, right? Because I didn't do that. I was naive to the fact again that I thought that I could handle all of it at once, but I can't. So just that's a tip. It might help you, and it might even be the littlest kind of regret that would pop up. But as long as it spares you a little bit of stress, then I think that's good advice, right? Or you could have all known this. You could have been all philosophers or therapists and everything. So you guys you guys all know this, but like that's kind of one of the ways kind of I'm trying to deal with that, so I don't put myself in those situations. Uh, but I'm trying to think about how I want to say this. That's my one type of regret, right? And another type of regret that if like get in terms of just getting over regret, not in terms of preventing those situations, is well I can speak to you to like what my experience was that I literally thought myself out of thinking about that regret, if that makes sense. You can never get rid of that regret. It's always a thought in the back of your mind, right? The fact of you not thinking about it could make it seem like it's not there, but as soon as you think about it, it's there again. It's just one of those things, right? Regret's always there, but in terms of just getting your mind off of it, right? Like I regret not doing certain things to. I don't want to get into sappy, but I regret not doing certain things with this, like, with this person, like doing this, like doing that, right? Not in terms of this nastiness, but you guys know what I mean, right? But I regret certain things, right? And literally, like wake up in the morning, I'd think about it. It'd be in the back of my head throughout the day, and then it'd be one of the last things I think about at night, right? It was just this person and the fact that I just completely just effed up the situation, right? And there's all these other arguments like that my friends give up, like, oh, it's high school, don't worry about it, whatever, right? But I'm saying like this could actually apply to a lot of other people's situations that you guys are a little bit older and then this is not school anymore, right? But I literally thought myself out of it. I thought about it so much, spent hours and hours a day thinking about it to the point where I just had accepted all the possibilities that could have been, and I accepted what happened, right? And once you accept both those things, you move towards the future. You kind of try to figure out what you can do to kind of get just move forward again, right? And whether that seems like a complete failure dealing with regret and getting over it, or whether it kind of makes sense to you guys, I'll leave to you. That's kind of my opinion about my kind of experience with regret and how I kind of got over it. There's probably a lot better ways of getting over just a regret situation, a what if situation. But this is just how I did. I thought about it so much. It's a thing in the back of your head. It's gonna nag at you anyway. So just allow yourself to sit there for like however amount of time. Allow yourself to just allow those thoughts to just spread all over you, if that makes any sense, and just think about it. Think about it, because the more you think about it, the more you're gonna learn to accept it, right? This is for small issues. I ain't saying for you to, like, if you killed somebody and this you think about it like that, it's probably gonna drive you crazy. But I'm talking about for small issues, regular issues, right? Just sit there, think about it, because you're gonna lean more towards accepting what happened, right? You're gonna accept more towards what situation you're in right now, and then you can move forward again. And that's literally what I want to say on regret. Whether this helped you or not, I'll leave this up to you. How you want to take my opinion or my experience about regret and deal with it and preventing it. This is just my thing. I want to share this with you guys. Get this out there. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, peace out.